After World War II, the Soviet Union wanted even more power.
On May 14, 1955, the Soviet Union and 7 other European countries signed a military and political alliance. This treaty is known as the Warsaw Pact. The Warsaw Pact was a mutual defense organization that put the Soviets in command of the armed forces of the member countries.
The Warsaw Pact was originally put into place so that the member countries could defend and protect each other. However, the Soviet Union gained more control over the entire Pact's decision.
In reaction to West Germany joining NATO, this agreement was established to balance and counterweight NATO.
However, it ended in 1991. It ended because East Germany left the Warsaw Pact because of its reunification with West Germany. Poland and Czechoslovakia, some of the countries also in the Warsaw Pact, both wanted to withdraw. Faced with these protests and conflicts, the Soviet Union left the pact.
Now what? Ugh.
Although the Warsaw Pact ended, Soviet Russia made huge advancements, such as the Sputnik. Welcome to Russia News 2.0. Today is October 4th, 1957. The first artificial Earth satellite, the Sputnik, is currently about to launch. Here is Vector reporting live from the launch site. On to Vector.
Thank you, Anastasia. Hello, everybody. This is a big day for Mother Russia. Now let's watch the launch and show everybody how advanced the Soviets are from the rest of the world.
The Sputnik is so great that it makes other countries cry in their sleep because of how weak they are. Pesky US has already made humongous federal investments in research and development to try to compete with the Sputnik.
The Soviets launched this during the Cold War, thus starting the space race. A year after the Sputnik was put into orbit, President Eisenhower put together the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, or NASA. The competition of technological development sprouted between the two nations, which led to the first moon landing, International Space Station, and the space shuttle that still orbits the Earth today.
Soviet spies in the US, and I'll prove it to all you rascals.
This is McCarthy.
McCarthy was a U.S. Republican senator from Wisconsin who believed that there was communist spies in the U.S. McCarthy started to create many investigations on Soviets in the U.S., which eventually developed into the idea of McCarthyism. McCarthyism is unfair accusations about suspected communist activities like spies, which usually have no evidence and people are blamed for something that they did not do. Many of the considered spies were found in the universities, federal government buildings, also in films.
This is Ivan, and he is about to be taken away due to the spread of McCarthyism in the U.S.
What you do around here? Nothing! You must be a communist!
This is Gerald, and he thinks that he's all that in a bag of chips.
Oh, wax that communist out of you! I'm taking you to the police!
spy.
Look, there's one out in the wild! You dog! I'm McCarthy and I know I'm right!
But he wasn't right.
The Cold War caused McCarthyism to ignite because of how afraid Americans were of communism. Government employees that gave the slightest suspicion of communism were
Persecuted. This period of intense suspicion lasted between 1950 to 1954. McCarthyism ruined the lives of many innocent people by ruining their reputation and being denied from jobs. Over 300 actors, directors, and writers were denied from any position in the film industry due to these unjust accusations against them.
If anyone tried to speak out against McCarthy, then he accused them that they were
This destroyed freedom of speech in America. With all this hypocrisy, McCarthyism finally ended in 1957 with the court case Yates versus United States.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go.
During the 1960s and 1970s, the hippie movement took place. It was a countercultural movement in which the hippies were not satisfied with the American society as well as opposing the war in Vietnam. They began to start protests and create sayings like "Make love, not war." This movement helped hippies achieve a long-lasting impact on the world, and they also gained more acceptance in the American society.
That Sputnik's ruining my groove. Yeah, all them Soviets are trying to turn us into commies. Totally uncool.
These are Beatniks.
From 1958 to 1960, television shows, newspapers, magazines, and comic strips were full of images of the Beat Generation. The term Beatnik was coined by Irv Cain. Many people saw Beatniks as un-American, and they were often associated with drugs and delinquency.
Others saw them as tourist attractions because of the large popularity and attention they started to gain during the Cold War.
The Beatniks believed in mostly Buddhism or other Eastern religions.
As you can see, Beatniks were involved in many inappropriate activities, like doing drugs and underage smoking and drinking.
This is Castro, a ruthless dictator of Cuba who had socialist beliefs, but he wasn't always in control of Cuba. Before him was General Batista.
Something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'.
And let's just say, Castro did not agree with everything that he believed.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what
is
they
this? Why are there so many Yankees owning businesses here? American!
over you.
American! You darn American!
Yeah.
Me and my army overthrew Batista, and now Cuba is under my control.
Alright, man.
This is JFK.
When you ought to not bet. You keep
We need to do something about crazy Castro over there. We must invade and take over. Invading that Bay of Pigs will be the perfect spot. Castro has threatened our interests and established relations with the Soviet Union. He's evil, they must go down.
Just me and my porky
But
dinner.
little did he know that nothing would go his way. No
Porky, porky.
For him. This is the Bean, and he's not like the other kids.
You little... Deserve to live, you little... I want you to leave.
It is 1964.
This is President Lyndon Johnson.
And I'm signing the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to end segregation.
It's okay, I got him.
Yay!